Next up is a contest between boxers from Turkey and Serbia. Judges scoring this one are from Russia, Uzbekistan, Guatemala, England, and Trinidad and Tobago.
Coming to the ring first, fighting out of the red corner, the boxer representing Turkey. Please welcome KEREM.
Approaching the boxing ring is Turkey's KEREM OZMEN, making his way to the red corner.
And now, please welcome in the blue corner of the ring, the boxer representing Serbia,
Pavel Fedorov for Serbia receives a rousing reception as he makes his way to the blue corner. So Tampu Nalku Shiramala of Sri Lanka is the referee. We're in the 63.5 kilogram light welterweight division, and this is action from the second preliminary round, the round of 32 between boxers from Turkey and Serbia. The boxer wearing red, who was just targeting a straight left hand to the body, is KEREM OZMEN, just 19 years of age, competing in his first senior World Boxing Championships, lands a roundhouse right to the left flank of his tall opponent wearing blue, and that is Pavel Fedorov. Fedorov, 24 years of age, he too competing in his first senior world champs, although it's his second contest of Belgrade 2021. Unanimous point decision victory over David Gevorkian of Germany. Was a quarter-finalist in the European Under-22 Championships, the German southpaw. It was a dominant display by the Serbian boxer. Picked off his opponent, who elected to or operates behind a hands-down style, but his chin was up in the air and it was found with regularity by Fedorov. Getting onto the front foot now, and here's a clipping left hook to end that cluster of punches from the taller figure wearing blue. Bombing away with the backhand is OZMEN. Slapping right hand landed by the boxer in red to conclude that burst of punches. Just beyond the midpoint of the opening round. There's a solid right hand fired in by OZMEN. Beautiful left jab is a really disruptive shot. It caught OZMEN as he was loading up. Wonderfully timed by Fedorov. Straight right hand to the body is a scoring punch from the Turkish boxer wearing red. He goes for a right hand over the top, but it was long and he ended up sliding across the head of Fedorov with the inside of the glove. Exchange of backhands between these two boxers, but there's an altogether more eye-catching right hand and a left hook on a retreat from Fedorov. Good portion of the round for him. Another bull rush forwards by OZMEN, but the aggression negated by Fedorov's backward step and pushing down on his opponent. Straight left jab is landed on the resumption by OZMEN. Doubling up the attack is Fedorov, but and the mouthpiece dislodged by a terrifically picked right hand from OZMEN. Solid shot indeed, landed by the Turkish boxer. So having handled the mouthpiece to retrieve it, the referee disinfecting her latex gloves. Solid left hook landed by OZMEN. Both men punched through the bell. Terrific opening round, back and forth action, a strong conclusion to the round where OZMEN of Turkey in red was able to land punches without reply. But that shouldn't discount the fact that prior to that, Fedorov had some combination punch success, particularly with his straight shot selection. So how will the judges score that first 3 minutes? Well, it scored unanimously in favor of OZMEN. His power punching getting the nod over the punch picking of Pavel Fedorov. 10-9 for all 5 judges. So we go into the second round. It's a battle of reigning national champions. OZMEN scoring with a good right hand to the body. Picked up his 5th national title earlier this year. Championship success on a domestic scene spanning from schoolboy all the way through to senior. Saw him in Kielce in Poland earlier this year when he boxed in the World Youth Championships and boxed his way through to the quarterfinals. Solid left hand during that cluster once again, and a more eye-catching backhand from OZMEN in red once more. There he beats his taller opponent to the jab. Fedorov, actually born in Russia. 2019 Russian Championship bronze medalist, picked up the Serbian title in 2020. Been in the ring with some good operators over the course of his career, including sharing a ring with Andy Cruz, the Olympic champion back in 2018. And it's a raucous atmosphere inside the Stark Arena here. They're trying to rally their man, Pavel Fedorov. But in Kerem OZMEN, you've got a marauding little figure. He's going to be spoken to about punching incorrectly. And that looks like a stern admonishment from the referee from Sri Lanka. So OZMEN is going to have to watch that he doesn't get in her bad books any further. He lands another with the inside of the glove. He did follow up with an uppercut. And then it's an untidy clinch. Right hand over the top, followed by a right uppercut driven into the body by OZMEN. Fedorov not able to establish his straight shots and turn his attribute of greater reach into a valuable asset. So inside the final minute of this second round, the first one taken unanimously by Kerem OZMEN of Turkey. And there we see point deduction, so that has turned this round and indeed the contest on its head. There's a solid right hand in response from OZMEN. And again, in previous AIBA competitions, the point deduction was considered and calculated at the end. Here in Belgrade, we've seen the point deductions considered within the round in which it occurs. So we'll keep a close eye on the score graphics. That's a solid right hand, a beautiful shot to send Fedorov to the floor. Man was walking onto it to double up the impact, and it completely robbed him of his boxing stance. Closing seconds of the second round. Wow, well, how are the judges going to score this one? Let's assume that the point deduction will be tallied at the end of the round. One would have to score that second round for this man, surely. Kerem OZMEN. I know a knockdown isn't significant in terms of impacting the scorecards in AIBA-style boxing, but it must have surely dented his confidence. So there you see, 10-9 across the board in favor of OZMEN. One of the scorecards returned at 10-8. So that's two unanimous rounds scored in favor of the man in red, and a warning was accumulated in that second round for failing to keep his head up. So he's leading 19 points to 18 despite having won 2 rounds. So the point deduction has been taken into account already in the second round by the judges at ringside. So into the third and final round then. And Pavel Fedorov has conceded the first 2 rounds unanimously. The second, seeing a scorecard of 10-8 returned for one judge. He put on the end of the right hand, which sent him to the floor in the second round. So approaching a minute gone in this first round, continuing to launch that speculative backhand is OZMEN. Fedorov not able to establish his straight punches, short with them. Look at that, look at that. He's not committing to that jab at all. He's almost pulling it back before it's fully extended. Not quite sure whether that's hesitancy or he's trying to launch the perfect backhand behind it. But either way, I'd suggest it's not incessant enough, that lead left. He's got to get busier with it and keep it going if he wants to apply pressure, because surely he needs a massive final round here now. Oh, that's a beautiful right hand, and look at the effect it had on the boxing stance of Pavel Fedorov. The man from Serbia completely robbed of his balance by that shot. Not quite sure why OZMEN's offering him a sporting touch of gloves. Maybe as if to say, well, listen, don't take this personally, because more's coming. Final minute of the third and final round. What has been a hard-hitting display produced by Kerem OZMEN. Put Fedorov on the floor in the second round. Dipped his legs, but there's Fedorov with a good right hand of his own. He'll know that time isn't on his side, and that's why he's pouring it on. And listen to the response from the crowd here at the Stark Arena. They really are encouraging their man, willing him to come forwards and find the knockout shot that he needs. It's a trip to the canvas by OZMEN. After he put everything behind the right hand that clipped Fedorov. Fedorov takes a right hand on the resumption. Takes a then hard right hand that shoveled into the body. It's been a very good display this by Kerem OZMEN. Remember, he's had a long wait to get his tournament underway. But he's used movement, and look at that right hand success once again. The defense of Fedorov absolutely nowhere when it comes to defending or deflecting that shot. And now, the man in red just seeing this one over the line. Very good display indeed, despite being issued a warning for failing to keep his head up. That body language tells its own story. Kerem OZMEN, a unanimous points decision winner, surely over the man from Serbia. And again, the reactions of the athletes often tell such a telling tale. Nice to see that sportsmanship between the two. But it will be Kerem OZMEN, the quarter-finalist in the World Youth Championships earlier this year, who will be going through to the round of 16 in the the 63.5 kilogram light welterweight division. Here's the verdict.
In the bout number 245 in the ring A, the winner on points by split decision is the boxer out of the red corner.
Oh, there's the moment of confirmation for Kerem OZMEN of Turkey. He's absolutely delighted at having booked his place in the round of 16. See his score tally only making it up to 29 because he was issued with that warning for failing to keep his head up in round 7. All square for the judge from Uzbekistan. But saluting the crowd is Kerem OZMEN, and we'll see him again on the 1st of November in the evening session. Hard-hitting performance indeed. And a kiss for everyone at home via the camera here in the Stark Arena. Very good display.